Is now responding after an Israeli airstrike destroyed a high-rise where the news organizations have offices. Al Jazeera and other media outlets were also housed in that building. Al Jazeera says the occupants were warned to evacuate about an hour before the airstrike was carried out. So you'll see the building collapses into rubble just a few seconds later. Nick, what are you learning about this latest strike?
Well, literally, as you're speaking to me there, I'm watching Iron Dome intercepts just behind the camera in the sky. They just intercepted another 2 rockets. They'd intercepted 6 before. What Hamas said about the downing of that building is that they would fire rockets at Tel Aviv and the Tel Aviv area tonight. That's where they said their retaliation should be. I'm listening to the thumps of those Iron Dome intercepts right now in the sky here. What the IDF are saying is that the Israeli Defense Forces, they say that they targeted that building because there are military installations there belonging to Hamas's military intelligence that were co-located in that building. What the Associated Press are saying, and let me read you the full statement, just what we're doing here right now is just taking cover. The sirens are going off here right now. We're going to take cover behind a berm here. But when we can hear these sirens, I don't know if you can hear them, that means there's an attack, rockets possibly coming in this direction. But as we get some cover here, I'm going to read you the Associated Press report. You can see we have some shelter and cover where we're at right now. But what the Associated Press say about that strike is this on the building. They say, "We are shocked and horrified that the Israeli military would target and destroy the building housing AP's bureau and other news organizations in Gaza. They have long known the location of our bureau and knew journalists were there. We received a warning that the building would be hit. We are seeking information from the Israeli government and are engaged with the US State Department to try to learn more." This is an incredibly disturbing development, the statement goes on. "We narrowly avoided a terrible loss of life. A dozen AP journalists and freelancers were inside the building, and thankfully all were able to evacuate them in time." And it concludes saying this, and as I'm concluding, I can looking up there and I can see more intercepts, more rockets being fired, more intercepts happening. And the last line, I think, is perhaps the most significant from the Associated Press that says, "The world will know less about what is happening in Gaza because of what happened today." Al Jazeera has also released a statement. Hamas have said that they would respond by firing rockets towards Tel Aviv. It's not clear where the rockets we're seeing being intercepted are going right now. But while we've been standing here, I'm counting from the puffs in the sky, 4 intercepts. You can see over there, there was at least half a dozen previously before in another direction. So it seems that with one incident, as we've seen so many times, one incident begets another round of incidents. Earlier today, rockets fired from Gaza did get through. A couple of them got through the Iron Dome defensive shield. They landed around Tel Aviv, where sirens had gone off. One missile landed in a street near some shops, and a 50-year-old man was killed in that. So this evening, heading into this evening here, real concern, international concern about what happened to that building housing journalists. We know that Jen Psaki at the White House has said that the U.S. government's been in contact with the Israeli government to say and specify the importance that the United States places on journalists and safety and security for them and, of course, for others. But the United States making their point about this as well to Israeli officials.